Hello, this is Mario with Good Vibes CRM. Before you forget, remember to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. But by the way, I want to show you how to create a form in a site. So maybe if you're like a real estate agent, for example, and you're trying to host an open house, you want to have a form that integrates with your CRM, so you're not having to go manually enter in contact information and things of that nature. Then I think this would would offer some value. So first of all, you click Sites, left-hand side there. You can create a folder to put any relevant category forms and to nest them in one folder, but for our purposes, we can click, oh, wrong thing here. So we'll go to Forms Builder. There we go. Add form. Start from scratch. You can actually use templates as well to make life a little bit easier. Essentially on the left-hand side right here, you can build it out however you want. So dealer's choice on how you want to create this. You have a lot of options. You even have the option to go into the CRM as well and to create custom fields. I can create a separate video on how to do that as well, but you'd have to go back into the main settings there on the CRM to do that. So there are a lot of just pre-programmed settings for just the common things here. So we could, for example, there's a text option. So you can actually type in whatever you wanted to here. So maybe a test here, test form. Another thing you could do, maybe first name, last name, phone, email. There's even some security there as well, just to say compliant. You could even, if this was online on a website, so you don't want to get spammed or anything like that from bots, you can even actually have like a Google CAPTCHA setting here, and that way it's some legitimate completing the form. So basically that's a really basic form right there. You can even put photos and things of that nature in there. Let's see here. So that's where you can go to styles here as well. And you can really mess with the fonts as well. You even have the option as well. I'm going to name the form so you remember what it is. So test form 1, we can call it. Now you can have it send a message after a form submitted, or you can actually have it open up a URL. So you can type in any type of website in there. Just make sure it's the full HTTPS URL. That will throw one direct upon submission. So maybe if it's, again, maybe a real estate agent, just using it as an example, submits that open house form, takes it to their main page, and it shows them or other properties or something of that nature. You can get a little more technical here as far as doing Facebook pixels. But you basically want to save that as well. And make sure I'm not missing anything on here. So style. What else do we got going on here? You can have a background image, a header image. So if you want to actually have an image at the top, maybe you want to do a picture or something like that. You can put that in, it's all on the right hand side. So basically 2 sides for building the form as far as the names and any type of information that gets typed in the form. The left hand side design is kind of on the right hand side, is a good rule of thumb. So that's saved. We can preview this. That's kind of the link right there, and that's the form right there. Again, you can get a lot more comprehensive with that, but just for basic purposes, that's how that's going to function. So now you have the integration option. You can basically copy code and put that on a website. Whoever built your website can actually embed that on there, or you can just copy a simple link right there as well. So if you copy a link, you can just type that in there, and that's a link you could send. So dealer's choice on that. And then as far as you can actually make this into a pop-up, sticky bar, do all sorts of sexy things. If you're actually, again, making a pop-up, maybe for a website, you want it to pop up, maybe for a loan officer, pop up, promotion or something like that, promotion of the month, a website. You can get very creative on that as well. So that's how you create the form. Now that's basically, imagine we're building a car here. That's the actual car, as far as the chassis and the body and the interior, everything. That's now the car. We need to make the car move. So that's not the engine or anything or the fuel. So you've got this form and it goes in there. All that information will go in your CRM, great. But if you want it to do stuff like maybe trigger things and things of that nature, get sent an email automatically to someone or send a text or things like that, then you would actually have to go back and actually command this form to do something. So basically we can go back now. You've got that form built. So now we can now we want it to do stuff. Now when you want things to happen automatically, you go to automation here. So essentially, automation triggers, new trigger, form one trigger test. We'll go test form one so we know what we're doing here. You can nest that under any form you want. I'm just going to put it there just so we can get moving forward. Now, here's basically what you're telling the CRM to do. I'm going to tell you so when it comes from here, we want to maybe add to a campaign. So add to a campaign. You can actually have Facebook or the CRM. So that's the CRM. So what are we doing? Now we're defining it. We want to see correction. That is going to be right there. And my computer's glitching out on me at the moment. Once I exit out of that, I might be making it not happy. Here we go. Yeah, my computer is being a little glitchy there. Okay, here we go. So form submitted. Now, while we're on this, if you want triggers automation, you have all sorts of sexy things you can do here. We want to basically have automation occur when a form gets submitted. So we can add a filter for that. Form is test form one. There we go. Add section. What do we want it to do? You can tell it to do anything. You can add it to an opportunity. You got a tag so you can define that name, maybe open house tag. You can have it, let's say we just want to send just a good old fashioned email. So let's see here. Send email. You'll tell it to send an email. You can make that from anything, anyone, subject line, body, custom values. Well, actually, and in their first name. You can go down if you wanted to put you put in anything you want. You can copy and paste the email footer. But that basically now that's telling the system to send an email once that form gets submitted, which is pretty cool. So maybe you want to send that to someone, referral partner or something like that. Then that will do that. So basically, that's that in a nutshell. So let's test this form really quick. So I believe that's the form. So we can do fake, make up a number, 278, email 123, 123, fake at gmail.com, fake there, we'll confirm, submit. Okay, let's see if that went in the CRM. We need to save this too. Save. And I'm just typing up stuff. When you got time to toy around with this, you can get really creative. Do test, save, activate. And there we go. So we can look at this got entered in automatically in the CRM. Now, if you want other things to be automated, add them to a tag so you can tag these people. Add them to a campaign. You can add them to a campaign. That can all happen automatically. You don't actually have to manually go in here and even build an opportunity, which I'll have to make another video on how to do that. So I hope this helps. Very good tool just to automate things and to capture information in a seamless fashion and to send information automatically to any other party that you want to basically keep in the mix on that. I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any questions.